tell you just the name of this job.
Is it no surprise that Square Enix likes to tease? Of course they do, and I love a good tease. The Beastmaster announcement at Tokyo Fan Fest had me on the edge of my seat for a solid 1.5 hours.
The suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last.
Of course, in typical Square Enix fashion, not much was revealed about the new limited job, other than a promise of,
"When they know, you'll know, you know?" Oh.
And with Dawntrail just over the horizon, it's time to dive headfirst into 4 spicy predictions about the new limited job. First, let's start with timeframes. While part of me wants to believe we'll get some juicy details during the upcoming live letter from the producer, my gut instead is telling me we're in for a long wait. We were told at FanFest that Beastmaster is scheduled for post-7.x content, and if we're taking any cues from Blue Mage's reveal to its actual debut, I'm thinking we'll hear more information sometime next year with a release timeframe between 7.4 and 7.5. I have a theory as to why it may be such a long wait, but that is for another video. Next up is the potential weapon of choice. Simply to annoy a certain British Lollaville. No, not that one. That one. I'm gonna spill the tea like 1773 in Boston. Final Fantasy XIV has been my gateway into the franchise, and any prior Final Fantasy adventures have been, well, non-existent. I might not have a PhD in Final Fantasy lore, unlike other channels out there. Huh. Look at that. I picked up a thing or two. In games where Beastmaster was a playable job, they wielded a variety of weapons, most of which have already been claimed in the Final Fantasy XIV arsenal. Knives, swords, axes, and scythes have already been used by ninjas, paladins, warriors, and reapers. The 2 remaining weapons that Beastmasters have been known to use are clubs and whips. Whips would fit more thematically for a Master of Beast. Just picture it. A badass tamer. We also have in-game examples of Beastmaster to draw speculation from. During Baja Resistance field operations, players encounter various NPCs, and among these are notable Beastmasters. Lionrem Helsos, Pagaga Quolfastin, and Hernias Pier Longus, to name a few. And one thing in common between them is that they each wield a single-handed axe with a shield in their offhand. Alright, stop, I know. Before you say it, I know I said axes were a warrior's weapon. However, I did note that these Beastmasters use single-handed axes, while warriors are always depicted as carrying a large two-handed great axe, and shields are predominantly a paladin's offhand after level 50. It wouldn't surprise me if Square decided to spread the love of sharing existing gear with other classes, just like they're doing with Rogue and Ninja gear for the new Viper job. Smart move, right? Not only does it save on inventory space, but it also keeps system resources in check. A win-win if I'd ever seen one. As fun as having a whip would be, getting all Indiana Jones in Terral, for consistency, it's likely Beastmaster will use a single-handed axe and shield combo. Who knows though, perhaps none of this actually matters in the end. I mean, look at Blue Mages strutting around with their quirky canes and umbrellas. They could put peacocks to shame. Next is the question of how beasts will work in combat. A reasonable fear in the community is Beastmaster will just be a reskin of Blue Mage. I am confident, however, this isn't the case. And while we could point to other Final Fantasy games for gameplay examples, we do have to remember there is a big difference between turn-based and real-time playstyles. I can see Beastmaster going in one of 2 directions. Either A, an expansion of the Chocobo Companions or Squadrons for the open world, or B, one active beast at a time with skills incorporated within the Beastmaster's rotation. Regardless of method, I can see leveling Beastmaster? Regardless of method, I can see leveling Beastmaster being different than the usual status quo. Instead of the traditional level grind, what if the Beastmaster's level was linked directly to their beast? Talk about a game changer. It'd add a whole new layer of engagement, pushing you to capture a diverse range of beasts and keep reaching ever higher for new, more powerful challenges to conquer. Leveling up a beast unlocks new abilities and powers, but tame a new beast and you're right back to level 1, or whatever the innate level of the beast was upon capture. Then it's a simple rinse and repeat. Speaking of multiple beasts, we've come to my last prediction, the supposed collection system. If there's talk of the collection system, then I'd bet your bottom guild that this means 2 things. These beasts are packing some serious skills, and we're gonna need a place to put them. I'll get to the first in a moment, but the second is a little more straightforward. Where will we store our menagerie of many? A farm? A zoo? A circus? Let's just call it a stable for now. So the stable would have to be somewhere that's convenient for players to visit on a regular basis. While a blue mage is able to switch their abilities on the fly from their spellbook, I can't see us carrying around a pocket full of monsters. What do you think this is, Pokemon? No, there's already a game for that, but does it better. With guns. And flamethrowers! No, I think the most convenient solution would be a designated spot within the major cities. As for beasts having unique abilities from each other, again, like blue mage spells, the more challenging to acquire, the more potent the ability is. Taming more exotic beasts will yield greater abilities distinct from each other, while others are shared between beasts of a similar type. Can you imagine it though? What if we could tame a behemoth? For now, Beastmaster is still in development, so it's understandable why the devs are being tight-lipped about any more details, especially after playing coy with the Dawntrail release date until PAX East. By the way, I totally called it on a release date. Just ask Nitsamael. That is when he wakes up from his nap.
Why do I feel like I'm in someone's cutaway? That bitch!
A few moments later.
Boy, I can't wait to see how this one pans out.
At least I'm beating Myth in his own popularity contest. Feel free to head over to his channel and ask him if he's found Jerry yet.
Damn it, Jerry!
Whatever lies in store, I'm just as excited for playing Beastmaster as I am for Viper and Pictomancer. I left World of Warcraft back in 2021 to join Final Fantasy XIV, and while I do miss playing my Hunter, I can see Beastmaster filling that member-buried nostalgia hole left in my heart. But that too is a story for another day. So what do you guys think? Do my predictions sound plausible? Let me know your thoughts, or if I missed any important details. Or, feel free to tell me my ideas are stupid and that I should delete my account. Lol. That chance.